Hello Aries, welcome to the Lynx Tarot. My name's Monica and this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your July 2022 Tarot and Oracle card reading, or for the next 30 days. All my readings are timeless, so they are intended for whenever you're watching. We're jumping right in with the Power of Surrender cards, then I'll go into some Tarot, money and career oracle cards, and we will end with a chakra card. Okay, what do we have here for you Aries? Surrender to setting limits. Oh, interesting. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Okay, Aries, someone really needs to hear this. And where it says no is a complete sentence, know that you don't have to give someone a song and dance why you don't want to do something, why you can't do something, why you don't wish to. Okay, no is a complete sentence, okay, because you said so. Okay, and we can get our point across without being stern. We can just be direct. And some people sometimes will take it in a stern way if they're not used to you being as blunt as maybe you need to be, okay? All right, so let's go to the Everyday Witch Tarot and see what we have for you. This is a 4-card reading: situation, challenges, advice, and outcome. What does Aries need to know? So Aries, my readings are weighing on money and career, as you may already know, and any other messages that are meant to come through for you are welcome. Okay, what do we have for Aries? Check your other signs, Aries, too. There could be additional messages. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. You could be juggling two different things. This could be in a fun way. I feel like someone is juggling two things because they're getting ready to go on vacation. And like you're trying to like pack and wrap things up at work. So that's an exciting thing there. For others of you, you may have a side job or a side business where you're starting to grow some money. You're starting to gain momentum, You're starting to gain momentum with a side business. So that's for some of you, not all of you. Let's see what else we have here. And I feel like, see the cat here on the cat like getting ready to jump down onto that seesaw, right? I feel like someone is trying to tip the balance. So you're keeping things imbalanced and this person is the one you need to set boundaries with, okay? So you're managing things, you're handling things well, things are going really well for you, but someone's kind of coming in that's crossing your boundaries, and that's where you need to speak up, okay? Because they are throwing you off balance and you're not being fair to yourself by allowing that person to do this. And it's not necessarily someone who's like a negative influence. This could be someone you're close with, a friend, a family member, a partner, and you might simply need to speak up. For others of you, this could really be, all right, let me show you this card one more time. See the girl on this card holding her hand up? This might be someone where you really have to say no, stop, and turn away. So it might not be someone that you're close with. It might be like, you know, someone in the workplace, someone who you no longer want to deal with. You've been trying to be polite and you don't have to deal with them, and they keep testing your boundaries because you've tried the polite way. So you basically have to do that. And I had to do that to someone once, actually, in a convenience store. It was someone who was like barely even an acquaintance, just someone who I saw in passing now and then. And they kept approaching me and following me around this convenience store. And I literally just had to put my hand up, just like in this card. I didn't say anything. At first I was like polite, but didn't say much. And they weren't getting the hint. They weren't like following my body language, getting the hint from me, like the way I was like trying to turn away. And then finally I stopped speaking and I just put my hand up just like this. And the person literally went, oh. And they minded their own business, and, you know, I didn't see them again. I guess they paid for their stuff and left the store. So I feel like it's a scenario similar to that, and I haven't thought of that in years. That happened like 15 years ago. All right, let's see what else we have here for you, Aries. Okay. All right, the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. So making money. This could be you on vacation, enjoying the fruits of your labor. You saved up money, you got your plane tickets, or you paid for your hotel room, or whatever kind of vacation you're going on. Could be you on your own or with someone else, but this is you taking time to yourself and enjoying it. Like no electronics. Say she's reading a book. No iPad, no iPhone, no cell phone, no Android, whatever you use, but there's a bottle of wine on the table, and that could be, you know, whatever you like, whether you drink or not, just whatever you enjoy, sitting there with a book, quiet, no electronics, just really like grounding yourself. And I think someone really needs this, and it can happen. It's really time to like unplug for a little while. All right, we have the Moon card, so there could be a strong there could be strong Pisces in your chart or a Pisces in your life, but not necessarily. This is about manifestation and hidden blessings coming in for you. Sorry about the blur. Still getting the knack of this camera. I've had it for a long time. Maybe it's just a little bit quirky when it comes to the focus. I'm not sure. But back to the Moon card. There is a specific path for you to follow, but you don't see all of the answers immediately, Aries. And what I always say with a Moon card, or almost always, is as you start taking steps on the moonlit path, like where you can see the little baby steps that are known, as you take each step, more will be revealed to you about your situation, about your journey, and then you make decisions from there. It's very exciting. There's definite guidance here, and don't be afraid of what's in the shadows. Don't be afraid of what you don't see, because those things won't reveal themselves to you. As you start taking one step after the other, what you need to know will reveal itself to you. I feel like something exciting is happening. Let's keep going here. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is fast energy coming in. Okay, I was just feeling that, like looking at the Moon card, which is more like a calm, serene, like nighttime energy to me right now at this moment. And then I was sensing this like fast-paced energy. I feel like someone is coming in with an offer. For some of you, this could be the person that you need to set boundaries with, because they're like, I want you to answer me right now. Or why are you doing this without me? Why are you doing that without me? Someone is just really demanding some kind of commitment from you. Either that, or they want your attention and they're trying to, like I said in the beginning, something like tip the scale. Like while you have things in balance, they don't like it that your attention isn't solely on them. So this is where you really need to set your boundaries and remember that no is a complete sentence, okay? Okay, so clarifying the Two of Pentacles, we have the Emperor Knight. So this is making a solid plan and following through with it. This also represents you, so you are very strongly in your power during this time period, Aries. Whatever you are planning out is likely to be successful. For those of you like working a job and starting a side business or something like that, planning. This is a good planning time for you. And like with that Moon card, start taking steps. A lot of this might have to do with like research and learning. I feel like for those of you who have established businesses, you are learning new aspects, or how to implement new aspects to your business. For others of you, I feel like, it's a balance of two things. It could be home and work. It could be school and family, school and work, or something like that. The Nine of Pentacles is being clarified by another major arcana, the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is very intuitive, strong psychic abilities, and see all the books in the background there. It's like she's also studying, so she's tying in her her school smarts, right, with her psychic abilities, with her intuition. Book smart. I said school smart. So I think someone's like in school or thinking about it, or you're studying on your own. Like it's like self-learning. And you could be learning like something esoteric. You could be learning about tarot, your intuition, or simply tuning into it more, while you are doing more like practical, pragmatic things too. It all ties in. Okay, so let's clarify the Moon and the Knight of Swords. Clarifying the Moon, nice. We have the Nine of Cups. So again, we have this vacation energy. This is the wish card. Whatever you've been wishing for will come true. The energy's there for you. For it to come true, it's just that you need to take steps to make your dreams come true. And those steps are on this moonlit path. There are some surprises here. Something exciting is manifesting for you. Your job is to take steps. Your job is to take action. Okay, and we have that taking action here with the Emperor. Okay, he's very direct. Okay, the Emperor energy is very direct. Planning, confidence, knowing what you want, knowing you can juggle these two things. It's not going to be forever. Like the juggle part won't be forever. I feel like you're always going to want to implement something extra though, okay? Like you may want more than one business, okay? Or you may want to keep your day job while your side business is growing, and even when it does grow, you may still want to do both. Clarifying the Knight of Swords. Oh, awesome. We have the Three of Cups. So I feel like wherever you're setting boundaries, it's going to provide so much freedom for you. You're going to want to be celebrating. I feel like other people in your life who care about you are going to be relieved for you. And see the Moon showing up in this card too. Okay, I get like full moon ceremony a lot with this too. Full moon manifestation with all of this moon energy, having to do with the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're being celebrated for making a decision that's going to carry you forward. The Knight of Swords is not necessarily a negative energy. One of the messages I was just getting was that somebody might be rushing in trying to demand something from you right now. But for others of you, this could also be an opportunity that just kind of comes flying your way that you didn't expect. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute, like I've got these other things going on here. I have control over this. I have a handle over this. But then this opportunity comes in. But whatever is happening, it's going to be something to celebrate. It could be something in the workplace. Maybe you're getting a promotion where people are happy for you and can be happy for you because they're people who like you don't have competition with, okay? There's camaraderie, okay? And there's not any falsehood there. All right, Aries. So let's go in and clarify with the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. Clarify a little further here. Okay. So clarifying the Two of Pentacles and the Emperor, we have the Queen of Air or the Queen of Swords. So this is cutting through to the truth. Brilliant, experienced, and humorous. Awesome. So the Queen of Swords does have a sense of humor. Sometimes it's a dry sense of humor, and this is you. Like I feel like the Emperor with the Queen of Swords could kind of be like a power couple. Like this could be someone you're working with, or someone who is like a friend in business where you can just cut to the chase and help each other figure things out. But then you can also have like this friendship where you can laugh things off. Like you're serious about the money part, you're serious about the progress and the success, but you can also laugh certain things off. There's a strong mental energy here, like really using your mind, your mental skills here, okay? But there's also strong intuition. I think some of you are learning how to implement your intuition with everything that you're doing, whether you're in school or learning something new. You're also realizing that your intuition is guiding you as well as your mental capabilities. Look, we have the Three of Water again, celebration, community, and friendships. Okay, so there is a transformation in your friendships, in your friend group, in your work group, okay? I like this a lot. So clarifying the Nine of Pentacles with the High Priestess, the Three of Water to me is saying, yes, you're going solo with certain things, okay? Spending time on your own, tuning into your intuition, doing your own thing. But at the same time, you're taking the time to connect with others, like we see here. Okay, and you and the people you're connected with, I'm getting strongly like a friend group or a work friend group. You have a lot in common in that way, but you can do your own thing separately And when you get together, like you might talk about these things, but it's not like you're working. Like you might be talking about work or what you do individually for work, but it's not draining. It's like a weight off of your shoulders to have this community to talk about this stuff with. And I'm getting like a lot of laughter, like you have fun talking about it. Maybe you like each have a different client base and you run things by each other and you're like, oh yeah, that happened to me too. And you're like, what? I thought nothing like that has ever happened before. And you're able to laugh it off, and it makes you feel better that you're not alone. You're not the only person having these weird experiences or weird encounters with other people. Okay, clarifying the moon with the 9 of Cups. Oh, beautiful. We have renewal, reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. Okay, so many of you are like, I'm not going back again. I'm done. I'm setting boundaries and I'm not doing things that way anymore. And there's like no doubt about it. Okay. For others of you, this is just reminding you to be careful, like something similar to something you've experienced in the past could present itself to you. And it's like spirit saying like, are you sure you want to let go of that? Are you sure you want to rise above? Are you sure you want to follow your higher calling, right? Because that's just the way spirit tests us sometimes. Okay. It's about our spiritual growth. So pay attention to that, okay? Something might seem similar, but it's a different person or a different situation, but it feels very similar. So ask yourself, like, oh, am I right that this person is similar to that one that was crossing boundaries? It's a different person, a different day, different job, and it might be very similar. So learn how to catch that earlier, okay? So we have the Knight of Swords and the 3 of Cups, being clarified by the 5 of Air or the 5 of Swords. Mistakes, melodrama, and reassessment. See, we have reassessment twice here. So reassessment, reevaluation. So the 5 of Air is like, do I really want to fight this battle? Do I really want to keep like trying to be polite when it's doing nothing but bring me a struggle? Hold on, I heard something funny. I think